じけじって深夜の帰り疲れ切って曲がり角間違えて知らない道に出た生きてゆくことの半分は壁にぶち当たるばかりだ残された半分はそれを乗り越えてゆくダメだ人生は素晴らしい誰よりも誇らしい一つ一つ諦めずにためらわずにいけ未来とは七不思議信じれば叶う夢僕と新しい明日を叫ぼう
Yes.
Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
How'd you guys like that opening that's been there since episode 1 and we've known about the entire time? Known about it the entire time. Didn't make it last night at like 2 a.m. Didn't. Not whatsoever.
Ignore the mouse on screen. That's what the Switch does. It's normal.
Yeah.
Back last time, we were questioning D. Vasquez. So we're gonna finish her off once and for all.
The Switch is your cover story? We're playing the DS port.
That's what the Switch looks like, remember? It's got those two screens. One Joy-Con.
Oh, yeah, because you switch from looking at the top screen to the bottom screen. That's right.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about
I entered the trailer, a little before
You
noon.
switch it from being open to
The
being
meeting
closed.
began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 p.m.
Hold it!
It's me. Hold it. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on. Let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said about you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Oh yeah, we've already seen all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
There was a rehearsal
I can't
afterwards.
remember where we were.
Love it. So I had Sal take me.
Press there. Hold it. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Cell take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, she means sex.
Gross. We had a 15-minute break in the meeting. Gotta remember, what is the thing that we're... Where are we at in this?
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't have done the last 5 minutes of the last episode and started off on a thing. Maybe.
Or maybe, just maybe. Yeah, that's you.
Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Again. Little before noon. Yup. Seen it. You didn't stop to yeah. No. Are you sure? Yes.
Oh dear. Ada.
Hold it.
Hold it. No one leaves her in the meeting. We've seen this. No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, we've seen this. Yep.
we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
What evidence do we have? Let's look through our evidence again.
We have. Oh, oopsies. We have. Okay. Autopsy report, which marks the time of death. We've got the photo of Powers ? We've got the guide map, which shows the stuff. The samurai spear, monkey's head, path to glory, Cody's camera, 5-year-old photo, sleeping pill bottle, steak plate, and the van. After meeting in the trailer, yeah. So, let's see. I was fatigued, so I had South. Just press everything. Okay,
Sure.
we did that. Yep. Yeah. So we went to Studio 1. Yep. And what exactly was that?
Maybe you could try remembering.
No. Yep. You would think. Okay, yeah. Sal Take Me, we already saw. 15, yeah, T-Bone Steaks was that one, right?
What am I doing during the time that your desk, it irritates me.
Oops.
Yeah, no, we've seen that. That's a good bit.
Wow, that was not helpful at all, right, because she just says it here. Yep. 8 T-Bone Steaks.
So this is what we need to press it on. We need... Do we have, like, the plate evidence? Like, because there weren't bones on the plate. That's what we catch her on. There weren't bones on the plate. That's what we catch her on.
Okay.
So do we have the plates somewhere that we can
We do have the
present?
plate. Yeah, we do have the plate, actually.
Yeah.
Is right here. Present.
Objection!
Music stopped.
Heh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. Well, what's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. A plate? This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Shut the fuck up. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how.
You ate the bone
Unless-
too. You didn't eat the steak.
Exactly. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Eating the bone.
Meeting the Steel Samurai.
Yeah.
She was doing.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Ooh.
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Threatened for murder. Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that mother weapon again? Oh yes, the Steel Samurai Spear.
Yes?
I am, as you see, a woman of petite stature.
Yeah, I can see that.
How could I possibly use the heavy spear as wooden?
You couldn't.
You couldn't, could
Yeah.
you?
It's not the memory. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha! You see.
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
What? That was her line.
The Steel Samurai Spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
Ooh.
What is the matter of us? The spear was on long listed of victim murder. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the Samurai Spear was not used as the murder weapon.
A break in the shaft has been mended by duct tape.
Take that! I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast, shit lips. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear.
Ah!
It was the security lady.
Hey you!
I could still hear her. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Ooh.
Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Mr. Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can.
I can, actually. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's do that murder weapon then.
Why?
Why?
A 5-year-old photo.
Take that. Look at this photo. What is that? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
Oh no.
Order! If I cannot have the order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying
Yes.
that you want to go on a date?
It happened 5 years ago. Not now!
Wait till you're redeemed.
I'm helping the himbo.
Oh no.
Has happened again. Mr. Wright, it's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago.
Yes, that's what I said. Ironic, isn't it? Ironic. Ironic.
Ho ho! Very creative, Mr. Roy. I could use a man like you on my script, Roy.
God,
staff.
please use me. You deny what I said is true?
I fucking hate everyone in this courtroom, I swear to God. Mr. Roy, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
I'm dead. Well, Mr. Wright, how come she have got with the body?
She had another way.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she could move it.
I can't remember what the right choice is here.
I believe she moved it with the truck.
But it was blocked, right?
It was blocked.
The road was blocked.
She had another way, which was keep it in the truck and then move it.
Yeah, and put it there whenever everyone else was like, getting out.
Yeah, I bet she can move it.
You'd be surprised. I bet she could do it. When people think their life depends on it, they can do amazing things. I don't know if this is the right way.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, this is an episode of That's Incredible.
If you claim she did everything in 15 minutes.
Let me guess. Show me proof.
Correct. Show me proof.
Edward can canonically read minds. He can canonically read minds.
That I won't have you making unsubstantiated claims.
My second. How does he know what I'm thinking?
Ha! I need only to look to see the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking.
Mr. Wright, Perhaps we'd like to reconsider your plan.
Okay,
Hey, you fucked up. Choose another one.
Yeah.
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
That's what the move part means. I hate that.
For instance.
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please tell us how to carry the body.
Well, it's quite simple.
The bottle of
van.
sleeping pills.
She put him in this jar.
Miss Vasquez. You carried the body to Studio One. And you used a studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One.
Oh my god, you scared me. What are you doing?
Objection, hearsay.
What are you doing here, Kyle? Who let you in?
Brandon's audio
Yeah.
now. Objection, heresy.
Heresy?
What are you doing here, Kyle?
I've escaped prison.
For what?
Where's the B?
Crimes.
Is the B okay?
No, I hate it.
How much sex was talked about?
Yes.
Oh no.
Are you done?
No.
Oh.
That will be all. Goodbye.
You got Kyle, wait, look at her. Doesn't she have dick sucking lips?
Fine.
I swear to God, if one more interjection happens in this courtroom, I'm going to fucking rip out my own testicles. If I was I was fatigued, so I had Sal
Objection!
take me.
What?
There was a van there. Right, I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everything else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was.
Of course Salmonella has to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? So, what happens next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost... Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer.
Who can say?
What?
Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you provided the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You like decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Ooh.
Nani?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there is no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. And if you've got no more questions for me, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now?
You did it, though.
Yeah.
Testify again?
No
She
further
did it.
questions.
No further questions?
I don't know.
No, because you did it.
Yeah.
She did it.
Yeah, she did do
You
it.
did it.
Ms. Vasquez, you did it.
That wasn't a question.
Did you do it?
No.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure that question helped the court in any way. Closer to a verdict. I think no further question. I think that's what we do. Yes, Mr. Wright. I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. You have my zapper. Damn. Damn. To come so far only to fall? Now, there seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez.
Objection!
Oh, shit.
Dude.
They played the unlimited corners.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was smacking my gesture at the desk, Your Honor. I didn't. They just both did the same thing.
I say, very well.
Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you or Your Honor? I don't see what we have to anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want him to testify about?
Well, yes, ergo, indeed, verily, I say, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? It's my boyfriend for you. He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't my sister supposed to give you head? How can you be gay? Like, after all that? Edgeworth.
After finding the body, oh, we made it now.
I was with Sal and Old Bag, that security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent.
Weird. Thought Penny Nichols wasn't there at the time.
Crazy.
She didn't see the body.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Old Bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script in the direction.
Why didn't you have your script either?
Then I went home.
Two odd things. Mr. Wright. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right.
Get it? Nick Wright.
Nick Phoenix, that's his name.
I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body.
Hold it. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember,
Remember what?
there was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm when I accused you of murder.
Press harder.
Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around.
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him in the bus on the when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Ms. Vasquez.
Called the police, then he showed up. Security lady was quite agitated, pointing, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of proceedings. Interesting.
Went back to the trailer to get my script, and why didn't you have your script? The script in your directions notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not.
Press harder.
Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Objection!
Okay, I was gonna say, you're not gonna press her on that? Dude!
Your Honor!
Come on, Nick!
I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known that about the murder before going to Studio One.
How did Nick not pick up on that? Like, seriously, bro.
Order! Mr. Evans, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness retains the testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left
How
them.
did you know he was injured? Hold it. How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. Sal told me.
Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg. Peg.
Yep, found the body. Showed up. Disappointing he did it. I'll be left at the proceedings. You knew that he was injured, huh? That's quite peculiar, wouldn't you say? I would say that's quite peculiar because
What a,
Hammer wasn't the one that injured, it was Powers!
you knew Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers!
What? What? I swear to God, I'm gonna rip out my own testicles if you say that one more time.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who had injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez.
You saw Mr. Hammer limping!
So you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this,
Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order, I will have order.
Witness, can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Irk. Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, we both need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
No, Your Honor. I'm stupid.
No, she can go.
Guilty.
Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court the evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. Would it be the photo again?
Samurai spear, monkey's head, 5-year-old photo,
I think
a bottle, steak plate, man. Yeah, it would be the 5-year-old photo.
Take that. This is my proof.
That was the photo from before?
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the rug. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilty weighed down, no doubt.
However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, but you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright? Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive.
Yeah, exactly. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
You just got her acquitted. Whose defense are you?
Will Powers.
What was that now? Right, I was helping you. Why are you helping me?
Shut up! 2 seconds. Simple. Mr. Hammer was intended to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Deep Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Her weed! So, you did do it, didn't you?
I'm guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance!
There's blood everywhere! We're too late!
Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel.
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No. How could this?
No, that was Will. No, that's what his name?
It was an accident.
Yeah, Miss Hammer was doing an action scene and.
No, Manuel.
Don't touch. Oh yeah, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez.
No! Please don't die. Please.
Oh, they were fucking. Like they were having sex, if you know what I mean.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
All in a day's work, bitch.
Have fun in prison.
Mr. Edwards, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm as collected as ever.
I'm sorry. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
it appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Coming from you!
Yes, you're right. Very well. It's court to defend it, Mr. Willpowers.
Not guilty.
Yay! Woo! You know it's canonical that Gumshoe's the one that throws all the confetti at the end?
Is it?
Yeah, that's canon. He throws all the confetti.
Oh, that's funny.
As well, the court is adjourned.
Winston!
Do you know apparently Frank Saw It appears in a Edgeworth game?
Actually?
Yeah, like you have a trial that happens in a prison. And like someone gets killed in a prison and one of your witnesses is Saw It, who's currently like serving time for the murder that he did of Emma Stone. And you interrogate him again. And he loses again and throws his toupee in your face again. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're a himbo. Okay.
Yeah, yes, but it's sad. I don't know how Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he tried to frame me for that murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
I guess since it's giving us the choice, we probably have evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
Path of Glory, guide map. It's probably Path to Glory.
Yeah. Take that. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point. That made him feel worse.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I.
You're like,
So am I.
show me evidence, please. You're like, sleeping pill bottle. The judge like busts open the door. Guilty! Guilty of all charges! No. Okay. Ooh, that scared me.
I was like, uh-oh!
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dumpy!
Haha, thanks to you, I'll be donning the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Did someone say sweat? Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick Edgeworth! He's dead!
Oh shoot, this is the first time we've seen him in like front facing. Say something, right?
Your shoulders are wide!
I'm not good at small talk.
Your shoulders are wide! What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right? I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospective, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Could they have made it any more gay if they tried?
Well, I mean, that's
like-
not
like-
what they intended.
I mean, no, like, it all makes sense in context, right?
it's not what he meant.
It all makes sense in context, right? Necessary
Yes.
feelings?
Unease and uncertainty.
Isn't that just bisexuality?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright.
Nick Phoenix.
Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
If I'm hired,
what I
mean,
came
don't
here to
really
tell
have a
you.
choice.
Mr. Wright, is this guy your friend?
What? Friends? Nani? Tomodachi? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And that is
So
it.
the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again.
Yep.
Pink Princess, my favorite TV show idea.
This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay?
You must give me your autograph, young lady.
Ah! We have to trade with Cody, and that isn't it!
I'm like 15, you know. Good.
Ah! Get away from me! Fine, I'll do it.
Now it's Phoenix.
Oh. Don't know. Oh, what happened? What happened then? I don't know. And they read the dumb pig. Oh. What?
Wait, he gets to play the lead role?
Oh. I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. God, I hope not. I don't think the world's ready to meet the real Powers.
He's not unattractive.
He's a himbo.
I was gonna say, what's the problem? It's like I was expecting to have like a big like snaggletooth or something, but he's fine.
I mean, he's got the
Just very hairy.
the mutts.
Yeah.
He's got the mutts on.
New episode. Turnabout Goodbyes.
Also known as the best case in the game.
Widely considered the best case in the entire franchise.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It's, I mean,
it's not as good as the Turnabout bridge or whatever. The bridge to Turnabout. It's not as good as that one, but this is like seriously good. Next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we'll be meeting our true rival,
Miles Edgeworth. Have a good night. Good night.
See ya.